Yeah, see? Two idiots and warm. There's a notification. All right. It's Facebook notification. Let's see if I got the InsTube notification. Not yet.
Hello.
Hi. Who said hi?
Rogan.
Oh, heck yeah. I don't think YouTube knows how to do notifications.
I think you have to sign up on YouTube for live streams or notifications when things go live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bell. Hit the bell. Oh. Now it's gonna ding on you.
Well, it's just
Hunsicker's on. Audrey's on.
Oh.
Thank you very much for checking in. We're up to 6 viewers already.
We're about to have full house here.
Yeah.
We already got a viewer up there on the Twitch.
Nope. For those watching, we are once again streaming to the multiverse. We are on 3 different platforms right now. Not sure who is watching where, but we are all over the place today. So, that is awesome. We have a lot of catching up to do.
We do. So many much.
So.
You dick.
Somebody can't phone right now, and for once it's not me.
Okay, there we go. I got us live on the YouTubes. There we go. All right. Is it? Oh, it's Doman. Hi, Doman. Oh, it's 7:30. Should we do the thing?
Yes, we should do the thing.
We should totally do the thing. All right. Hold on. I'll do it. Give me a second. Because it wouldn't be DTM if we were on time.
Yeah.
Okay. Should come back here.
10 minutes early or 45 minutes late. That's how we roll.
Except on Shabbos. We don't roll on Shabbos. Had to be done. Necessary.
Not sure.
Necessary.
Good. Go. We're going. Are we going now? Now? Go. He wants me to go. Now.
Stop it!
Red hot, dirty, naked speeds of.
Okay, that was enough. That was enough of the intro for now, as it were. Anyhow, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome
Thank you.
back. Yes.
All right.
Back, yeah.
All right. We
Okay,
are fully welcomed.
Yes.
I'm Coop.
I'm Chaco.
And welcome back to Drop Test Media's usually bi-weekly, but now semi whenever the heck we can get to it.
Yes.
Live stream, where we talk about many a ting and tangs.
Tings and tangs.
And if you read the description, there's going to be something about ply steel, bluegrasses, and I can't remember what else I put in the description.
I think Hamones.
Oh, come on. Anyhow, so I'd say that we just kind of go ahead and kick the pig and start. You want to start from the top?
Yeah, let's go right to the top.
Because that's happening like 2 days from now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it could be measured in hours at this point. We will be out at the Bluegrass Festival at the Luzerne County Fairgrounds. It is picking for Patriots. Got to pronounce it right.
Yep. Picking for Patriots.
We will be out there live, and by we, in this case, it's actually going to be me and Mommy.
Mommy.
From
Yes.
Mommy's Metal Merch, aka B Original Designs, one of our beloved sponsors.
Absolutely.
We are going to be running the show because I believe Skee-Ball has work,
Skee-Ball has work.
And he has work.
Yep.
But it's not the day job work, it's the DTM work.
Yes,
So-
DTM work. Mainly because things need to get did, and they need to get did more quickly.
Yes.
As per personal life events need to be accomplished. There was a whole lot of just words.
Yeah, there was just way too many words all in one go.
Words.
But anyway,
Anyhow,
we will be out there, Mommy and I, once again, with all of her merch, as well as everything on the table in front of us, and whatever merch we have left over to close out this year.
yep.
Anybody who is in the Dallas area or who wants to make the drive, come stop by, say hi, and you can see what we're working on. I'm bringing as many projects as I can fit on my stand.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 display cases for actual sharp and pokey things, and the not so sharp and pokey will be out for people to handle, to kind of see.
Look at.
And look at. But we will have all kinds of stuff out on display. It is going to be a long day, so if you catch me napping maybe in a space out chair, just throw something at me, and then we can chat.
Yell.
Yeah, well, don't yell, then I might come up swinging.
Oh, don't.
It's a
Don't
bad
bring me in.
reaction.
Anyhow, so yeah, that's out at the Luzerne County Fairgrounds.
Yes.
That is going from 9 to 9.
9 to 9 or 9 to 10 o'clock at night.
But that is a long haul of a show.
I make no promises that I will be there until 10 o'clock at night.
Or be conscious.
Yeah, at this point I might take the hammock and string it up between Mommy's car and my truck and just kind of chill out
Just
there.
rack out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. Anyhow, it's also probably going to be warm, so you might want to be prepared for that. Get you one of them spritzer fans.
Yeah, a little spritz.
Spritzer fan.
Yeah.
Anyhow, moving on.
Better?
Good call. Who's
No,
complaining?
Doman.
There we go. Oh, okay. Of course it's Doman.
Yes. He's observant like that because
Yes,
he
he is.
watches all the time and notices all of the little idiosyncrasies.
He does enjoy our content,
Yes.
as many viewers do, and he contributes heavily, not just in the comments, but on the outer production level stuff as well. So we thank him for that. Moving on to this. Or,
Yes, that.
Yeah.
That
too.
well, this,
These.
and that.
These.
These to combine.
There you
yeah.
go. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We don't know how to
Yeah.
media
All right.
at the moment.
So what he is talking about in this case is a product that we are referring to as ply steel. Okay.
Like plywood, but
Like
steel.
Yes. Basically, it is what is commonly referred to as Damascus. In all technicality, it is pattern welded steel, because we don't actually know how to make proper historical Damascus. The best we can do is layer together multiple types of steel to produce a pattern. And in this case, we're doing it in terms of patterns that we can manipulate. We've often talked about Damascus or ply steel. And the reason that it took so long to get it is we had to properly tune the forge. It took a 100-pound propane tank and a new regulator to finally be able to tune the heat properly.
Get it hot enough.
But
as it were.
now we can successfully and properly make Damascus.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Yep.
As an example of this billet and that knife.
Yes. All right. So let's talk about the billets while we got them on. Bring them to the work cam.
Boom. Tilt it.
Well, no, I'm trying to get the
you
light
go.
just right. I'm not good at this. You guys can kind of see the pattern shining through. This is a low layer count. It's 7 in a twist pattern. Okay. Now, this knife you may have heard referred to in some of our social media as Grandpa's knife. Bring them back up for me, would you please?
I hate how it doesn't do that. It used to do that. It doesn't do the thing anymore like it's supposed to. Anyhow.
Anyway, commonly referred to in the shop as Grandpa's knife because Grandpa's the one that's been pushing me to make him Damascus. So this is his. It is really waiting on an edge and a sheath. This one is being done in-house. I know I say I don't like leather, and I don't, but this one kind of has a personal touch to it, so it's going to get...
So you're going to put your personal touch.
Yeah, it's going to be personalized the whole way from me. So, that being said, we have a billet.
That's a billet.
This is a billet. Go ahead, I'm going to stand up for this one. This is a billet, all forged by hand. You guys can just faintly see those layers right there. Okay. This is a 14-layer piece of Damascus that has been drilled for a raindrop pattern.
Ooh.
This end right here, you see there's no drill marks? It's because we got a little bit of...
Not quite welded together.
Yeah, it didn't weld great. That's typical on the end. Bring them back up front for me. The reason that the end didn't weld very well is because this was 7 layers that we hot cut and folded. One fluid motion, I shouldn't say one fluid motion, it was multiple heats. Got it nice and hot. We cut it, bended it most of the way, brushed out the inside, fluxed it, went back in the forge, came back out, brushed it, flopped it right over, hot set it, and now we have Damascus. This was a challenge. This took a lot. And actually we did some striker kind of stuff where he would swing and I would swing and he would swing and I would swing and that kind of stuff, which we need a lot of practice at.
We need some practice on that.
But this will eventually get the other side drilled so that when it is twisted, because we are going to do...
Twisted.
We are going to be unique. We're going to put another twist in it.
We're going to twist it.
With some other drill marks all over it. And then we're going to hammer it flat again. This should have a pretty unique pattern. Especially with the 14 layers, it will be rather robust as opposed to, say, 100 layers where it was very heavy on kind of the layering when it shows up. We also did a little bit with a coffee etch, and the first one did not come out quite the way I wanted it to, so we have some ideas on the next one.
Okay.
I've actually been listening to the Knife Talk podcast, where Mareko Mamasi of Mamasi Fire Arts, Forged in Fire fame, he won one of them. Mm-hmm. It talks about, he leaves it in the coffee for like 4 hours. That blows my half hour out of the water.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that. What do we got next? It's been a while.
Yeah. Did you miss us? Did you?
Did you really?
I mean, we didn't hear anybody asking anything.
Yeah.
And nobody said anything. You know, we didn't get no calls, no letters, no requests.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten a letter where you were anyway.
No, not where I was.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. So we're just curious, you know. Put the feelers out there.
Yeah.
Did you miss us, or was everything just fine without us, you know, being up in your business?
Yeah. So the reason we ask this is we're experimenting, we're putting the feelers out there for what is going to get the best response.
Yep.
Okay.
Where are our viewers at?
We don't get a whole lot back from doing these live streams.
Yep.
We have sponsors, but our sponsors are the sponsors of the product, not the live stream. We kind of do this out of love, and we just want to make sure that that you guys kind of love what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, we like it, but you know, if you guys don't like it, then you know,
we just want to make sure.
Yeah. We just it's one of those things where, like, you know, we like doing it, but if y'all don't want it,
we could very easily turn Thursday into a work day.
Yep.
And kind of just do the Twitch live working.
Yep.
So if that is something you guys would like to see for the next couple of seasons, you just let us know. If you would prefer more work and less of a talk show type event, we can gladly do that.
Well, I mean, we've turned the talk show into kind of a roundup, so we're not just working, we're not just doing things. We actually show you what we've been up to, what you've been up to while, you know, we haven't been, you know, up on the social media every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, if you like the bi-weekly or so updates, just let us know, drop a comment, and drop a like. Moving on. All right, progress. You have been major league, holy crap, productive down here. While I was out on my little hiatus, you just got to business.
So, the big problem with keeping you guys in the loop and actually watching what happens is that I don't always work at the same time for the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Some nights I'm down here for 20 minutes and get completely frustrated. It's probably not safe to be around sharp objects.
Mm-hmm.
And some nights I'm down here for 4 hours just straight grinding before I realize that I didn't do a post, I didn't take a picture, I didn't do anything. Also, complete and full disclosure, I got a little depressed without my little buddy here.
Oh, come on.
100%. There were a couple of days I came down and I worked, and it wasn't the same. Like Saturdays, the couple of Saturdays he wasn't here.
Yeah.
There was one Saturday I worked until 1 o'clock, and I was like, I don't want to.
Don't got it.
No.
Just not motivated.
No.
He's
So
less motivated.
Yeah. In all honesty, what has kept me in the shop pretty regularly are commission orders.
Yep.
And that's one thing that I want to thank everybody for,
Mm-hmm.
and also mention. We talked about this a minute ago. We do this for fun. I thoroughly enjoy every bit of this. Yes, there are days that I can't shampoo because I think my arm is going to fall off, but I do this out of love. And we are going to continue to treat it as a hobby.
Yeah, it's what we do. If we can, if we can sell some of our work and, provide you guys with some entertainment and, maybe do a little business every now and then, it's money well spent.
So the big caveat to that, and the big takeaway that I should say from all of this, is that as long as this is fun, and as long as the viewers and the consumers of our products
Mm-hmm.
understand that we are going to continue to do this, and we are going to continue to have fun.
Yeah. That's why we were saying earlier, you want to have fun. If you're having fun, we're more than happy to help. But if you're not having fun, let us know.
Yeah.
So we make it fun.
Yeah.
Because we're having fun.
We definitely want to make this fun for you guys. And I'll be honest, I have been itching to do an after show.
Oh, good.
Jeez.
Oh.
Today's after show is going to be a doozy.
It's going to be spicy.
So
it's going to be a spicy after show.
That being said, everybody who is watching now on the Rewind, whatever, make sure you are signed up on droptestmedia.com as an official minion. Because the after shows, some of them aren't great.
Yep.
Again, full disclosure. But today's is going to be a little bit spicy.
That's going to be a spicy after show.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to that. Let's go to we progress on the forge now with the new forge.
The new forge,
which will make it's better stuff for bettering for the metals.
Yeah. So the forge that we are using now, cobbled together out of plumbing parts and an air tank, and
has served us very well.
It works. It was never designed to do Damascus.
Nope.
It did it, took it in stride once we tweaked it. Actually, I shouldn't say
have,
that.
We have beat the hell out of that forge.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we were down here making it, and it was in the old dungeon when it was poorly lit before we added some of the production quality. Yeah. It was gnarly, and we were down here with paper masks on to keep us from the
asbestos.
The
not asbestos
causing ceramic fiber.
Yeah, the KO wool.
Yeah.
Might as well be asbestos.
Yeah, close enough. Mesothelioma much. Anyhow, so yeah, that thing has really, surpassed all expectations. However, for us to reach a new level of knife smithing and blade smithing, we're going to need a new forge.
The couple of the biggest problems are burning through propane entirely too quickly.
Very quick.
I burned through a 20-pound propane tank in a weekend, just myself.
Yep.
And that's just working on production work, not the fun stuff. Okay? We cannot, I guarantee this, we cannot forge weld with a 20-pound propane tank.
Nope.
It freezes too quickly. We lose too much heat. It gets hot enough to move metal, but not hot enough to forge weld.
And to be honest, the design was meant for, the smaller scale stuff that we were doing, for us to actually progress and do some of the more detailed work, the more, intense heat work. That thing's dumping fuel so quick, we can't, it's not feasible for us to keep doing it that way. It's kind of like,
so
I don't have an analogy here for that.
What do you do with your inefficient, naturally aspirated car?
Inefficient?
Yeah. It's so bad it's inefficient. Oh, I chose to say that.
Yeah, I'm fully aware.
Anyway,
it's just, it's still funny.
So what do you do with your car when it just doesn't cut it anymore? You turbocharge it. That's right, folks.
So we're getting a turbo for the forge.
Yeah.
Or we have a turbo.
We have a turbo for the forge. It's over there.
You want me to get the turbo
No.
for the forge? Okay.
We don't need to see the blower. It's a standard HVAC blower, 50 CFM or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
This is what's important.
This.
This, right here.
This piece.
Yes, with all the holes punched in the bottom. That is our brand new ribbon burner that has finally and painstakingly cured.
No, by painstakingly means you were waiting for a hot minute for this to cure out.
Yeah, I kicked it a couple of times. That's where the pain comes in.
Ah.
That is
I'm not the only one who trips over things, am I?
3,000 degree castable refractory in a forge body that was designed and measured scientifically.
Scientishly?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, one of those. Anyway, we took the measurements. We got piping size that is easy to replace, easy to acquire, and there's some other reasons, which we'll talk about later. But more importantly, everything was kind of designed around that. The forge, along with this, should allow us to run less propane at hotter temperatures because of air.
Yes.
Yes, we turbocharged our forge.
Fantastic.
Other keynotes is that we used a multitude of refractory type items to include, but not limited to, homemade refractory, more 3,000 degree castable refractory, KO wool, and Satanite.
Satanite!
So, we have a whole bunch of stuff in there. We did a bunch of different disciplines in terms of heat.
Yep.
And the best part about all of this is it's got 2 openings, and it is big enough for 2 of us to work out of the forge at the same time.
Now all I'll have to do is get another anvil.
Yes,
And
which
then-
is also on the list.
It's going to get loud.
It's going to be loud.
Anyhow, that's awesome.
So, as it stands right now, we are waiting on a handful of parts to finish the stand. We have some trick components that are going to go into that, to include some 14-inch wheels that will make it easier to move in and out. A big blower. I've already talked to my electrician about getting this wired up. And
That's
the most important part about this whole conversation is the fact that this is designed to be modular. So, there's a quick disconnect that will go in place that will allow the blower and the propane injection unit to be removed and put on a smaller forge. Now, why, would you ask, do we want a smaller forge? Well, we just talked about efficiency, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to build a forge that I can build out of easily replaceable soft fire brick that will be a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to heat, so that hopefully one day we can make our own hammers.
Ooh.
Okay? Or axes, which we will talk about in a little bit.
Axes and hammers. Tomahawks!
Yes, you'll get a tomahawk.
Maybe you'll get a second tomahawk.
Who
But
knows?
not for free.
Not for free. Anyway, so we are going to make a smaller chamber forge that will get much hotter. Specifically when I'm working, I don't like to fire up the big forge if I'm just going to work on one project.
Yep.
This will allow us to work in a more efficient manner. It's really all it boils
Many
down
efficiency.
to. Okay.
So, any more on the forge?
The goal is to get this forge lit
Ah.
in the next 2 weeks.
We do
Yeah,
that.
we're
That's
cutting,
easy.
we're cutting it close.
That's
but
easy.
That's
We
what
do
we
it.
want to do.
We
We
do
want to
it.
have it lit pretty soon. Anyway,
We'll get it lit.
next.
Moving on. Combat abrasives. Somebody
Okay.
bought things while I was gone.
Yes.
While I was gone.
Yeah. We used Red Label abrasives for the longest time. I'm still actually happy with
Yeah, they were
Red
good to
Label
us,
abrasives. They did right by us.
Yep.
I don't mean to jump ship for any reason other than a massive discount. They had an introductory offer for the Shredder starter kit. I had to think of the name. It was 19 belts, and it ranged in grit from 36 grit. 36 grit belts on a 2x72.
Yeah.
Essentially, I put glue on paper and drag it across the gravel, and then spin it really fast. That's what this is like.
Yeah.
If you miss with your finger, you can see your blood, like, pulsing. It just eats. I don't have fingernails.
Anyway.
All the way up to 1,000 grit, which I don't know what I'm going to do with a 1,000 grit belt.
Make it shiny.
1,000 grit at 3,600 RPM is just gonna, yeah,
Shiny.
shiny.
So what you're saying essentially is that Combat Abrasives made you an offer you couldn't refuse.
Yes. They had a great deal on the package, and they allowed us to use a code from one of the podcasts that I listen to regularly, the Knife Talk podcast, to get an additional 10%.
So many percents.
Yes. Also, Red Label, if you happen to be listening, I tagged them in something, and then they reposted my tag to their social media.
Oh, so they kind of, yeah.
And I tagged Knife Talk in the next one, and Knife Talk tagged both of us in another one.
That was awesome.
We got some exposure, which is
Exposure.
very good. Very good. We love exposure.
Anyhow, so that's awesome. Thank you, Combat Abrasives.
Yes.
No hate on Red Label, but thank you, Combat Abrasives.
I still have several Red Label in the inventory.
And they worked.
Yeah.
They worked. Anyhow, so moving on, I think we already really kind of touched on the live streams and the shows. We got shows coming up that I will be in the editing room beating my head against my desk for the next several weeks. Working on it, trying to get it done, trying to get the story right, trying to add, some flourishes to it so it's entertaining, which is really hard because inherently the subject matter is kind of plain.
Yeah.
So we've added our own little flourishes to it.
So this, in particular, for those who aren't quite sure what he's talking about, we filmed a 10-episode series over the last couple of months, in between getting work done and stuff like that. It is fairly disjointed in the way we shot it. It was not a one-take situation as we prefer to shoot in. So because of that, it takes a little bit extra editing. And for the first 2 or 3 episodes, I'm about as dry as a popcorn fart. So we had to kind of interject some personality and humor.
Fun. Anyway, once again, as per the subject matter, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy that. That's gonna be something that I'm it's kind of my pet project right now. And I if you guys really like the live streams and stuff, please do let us know. We don't hear back from a lot of people after we do these things.
There have been a bunch of comments about the live streams. There were actually a couple of ideas, which I appreciate.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's awesome. But the video is something that we want to get back to. The ability to make mistakes and reshoot is very important, because here, if I put my foot in the mouth, it's out to the internet before I can get my shoe out of my face hole. As opposed to there, I can mispronounce and stuff like that.
I can edit them and put it back together, and it'll be fine.
Oh, the bloopers. Not all of them are actual bloopers. Some of them are staged. Again, complete transparency, but worth it. Worth every bit.
They were as funny to shoot as they are to watch.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so that's it for that. The Hamones. Do you want to go for that, or do you want to go for the next 1 or 2 there? And then, let's do the Hamones. I already mentioned it.
So, Hamones, in that case, we're going to roll right into everything that's on the table from that.
Yep.
So, real quick, this is another one of those terms in common usage that probably isn't correct, but it is used so much in the industry that I'm not going to buck the system. Also, it's like Plysteel's fun to say.
Yeah, Plysteel.
It's funny. It's gimmicky. There's only a handful of people that use that term.
It's better than saying Damascus because it's not Damascus. It's better than saying, pattern weld because that's boring. Plysteel makes as much sense as anything else.
It's cheeky. That's why we're going to stick with it. Anyway, a hamon is a faint white line that shows up when you differentially harden.
Why's it got to be a line?
It's a line.
Why's it got to be a line?
Because that's what it is. It's a line.
Moving on.
Anyway, so what happens is typically the spine. Now I don't know why you would do this in reverse, but anyway, typically the spine is soft on a knife, and the edge is hard. That keeps the edge. That gives it some strength, but the soft spine gives it resiliency, so it's less likely to snap during hard use. In most cases, you're not going sword to sword with a samurai defending your house, so you don't have to worry about soft spines and things like that. However, if you were trying to take down a tree with your 10-inch chef's knife, the differential hardening may help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd be trying to hack a tree with that thing, but
Well,
I mean, you could.
emergencies happen sometimes.
Yep.
In any case, the differential hardening and thus the differential hardness of the two components produces a faint white line. It is usually, I put that about 2 millimeters thick.
Okay.
Okay. And it waves or it's straight. It depends on how you lay it out. Okay. And it is achieved by doing something like this. Now, this was hanging up to dry, which is why we're going to walk over to it. Go ahead and bring up the work cam, Peaches.
I got you, boo. Hold on.
Okay. This is furnace cement. Okay. It's good to 2,000 degrees. Not great to line a forge, but it works perfect in this case. So what happens is this part of the metal is allowed to get full heat. This part is shielded. When we quench, only the part that's exposed gets hardened. Now, I've cut these little lines in. I shouldn't say cut. I kind of smudged them in.
Smudged. That's definitely a smudge.
Yeah, we smudged them in. Okay. So what's going to happen is the hardened steel is going to be allowed to creep up a little bit while still having that nice soft spine. So this is going to have a very wavy hamon.
Hamon.
Okay. Now, this knife has a heavy coating of wax because it is down here for storage. But
that's
right
a
there, that is a hamon. This part of the steel is soft.
Softer.
This part of the steel is harder. Okay, it still goes through its temper cycles. It is still allowed to relax. Bring them back up to the front. Okay, but that's what a hamon is. Now, why are we talking so much about hamons? Well, aside from the fact that there is a rather large chef's knife with a very gorgeous hamon and a much smaller kitchen knife in what I believe is called a WAAAAA style.
Oh, wow.
W-A. Okay. WAAAAA. We have a large paring knife, serving knife. You want to... Okay, perfect. And we have 2 of 3 chef's knives that have also been differentially hardened, hopefully creating a very beautiful hamon. These are not finished polished yet, so you can't see it.
Can't quite see it. Yeah.
Okay, but hopefully they will pop as gorgeous as I hope. They do need a bit of additional work because they got some nasty scale.
Yeah, they did.
So we're gonna have to clean these up pretty good. Okay. So next on the list, while we were away and not very filmed, was this gorgeous 10-inch chef's knife, which was a rush job. Wow, was this a rush job?
Yeah.
I had about 2 weeks to make this. Real quick, let's talk back about the commissions.
That's a sword.
This is a sword. I can make a knife in 2 weeks. Okay, it's a bold claim, but it can be done. The price tag on that is very hefty. Just remember that.
Yes. All right. So we got the hamons. I think you're not done yet.
I'm not done. So we're going to talk about.
He's done when he.
We're going to talk about some of the other things that we've been working on. So we talked about Grandpa's knife.
Yep.
We talked about the other billet. This needs a sheath and it needs an edge.
Yep.
I hope he uses it, but part of me is also concerned that he's going to use it.
Too much?
Too much. My grandfather's not easy on things.
Like
Next,
myself.
this. If you want
The thing
one more
again?
time. The thing.
The thing?
The thing.
The thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing.
This is a reproduction of a camp knife, Wild West style camp knife, akin to a Skinner. Sorry, I'm trying to show a little contrast here.
Principal Skinner.
That has a nice belly right here in the front. Okay, this was specifically requested. I actually got measurements on this one. This was real nice. So, also very painful to get that curve forged in.
Yeah.
There's a lot more grinding in that than I had hoped to get that forged in proper like. We have another hand
Like
forged.
he went ham in the workshop. While I was
Yep.
gone. I'm gonna make a ton of knives because reasons.
This came out of what was essentially scrap spring
Mhm.
steel. It's something that would have normally gotten thrown away, which, being a no-budget firm, we try and make everything we can out of these.
As little waste as possible.
I finished the sheath before the show started. It was still hot when Coop walked in.
Nice.
Okay. You want to get me the one that's under there?
Oh, this guy?
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. Some of the other stuff we're working on that is not quite done. This is going to be a leather knife, also known as a head knife, I believe. This is for our good friend and leather worker who has come up with a name for his leather working business, but I'm not sure if it's finalized yet. So
Okay.
unfortunately, we still can't
Well, it's
get
for
it out
Dinger
there.
anyways.
Yep, it is for Dinger, and this is something I am very excited to finish.
Yes.
Okay. In addition to that, he has gotten a Kirdashi.
Kirdashi.
Okay. Single side chisel bevel. This is a great little marking knife. Kind of hold it like a pen, and you can do some nice cuts or very precise stuff. Think of it as a handmade X-Acto knife.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
And this hunk of metal right here is, bam, an axe.
That's an axe head.
Yes.
If I ever did see one.
This was the first successfully forge welded piece of metal
Mhm.
that we ever had. Spring steel in the middle, mild steel on the outside. This is what paved the way for the Damascus or ply steel. Okay, and this is going to be a long-term project for one of our sponsors and really good friends. So this will change shape many times. It's not even close to its final shape.
That's not even its final form.
Yeah. But I am very excited to get this in their hands and watch them abuse it. Finally, it is time for me to stop talking
Yeah, shut up.
and for Coop to discuss some welding projects.
Welding projects.
Might as well bring them up front.
Okay, so let's bring you up front. Hi, I'm still here. I'm still talking.
Yeah.
That's why every now and then I'll just say something just to remind people that I'm actually still here.
Well, I talk too damn much.
I just wouldn't want them to think I was Davo, who never says anything, just hangs out back there. You see him?
He's
back
creeping.
there.
He's creeping right over
Yep.
the camera.
Anyhow, so I was tasked this past Saturday to use all 20 minutes of my welding experience.
That's probably a generous number, by the way.
That is very generous. I think I might have 10 or 15 into it. Yeah, 10. Definitely 10. It's 20 now, I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow, to use all of the welding experience I have, which is very little, as I just said, to create a bending jig.
Yes.
To actually rest in the hardy hole of the anvil so we can bend hot steel.
Yep.
And I was told to weld this.
Yes.
It is ugly. It is nasty. Did not
It works.
break.
So the challenge was he had the entire day on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
If we were here until midnight, we were here until midnight. The goal was to build a bending jig that was capable of withstanding me bending metal on the anvil. And he succeeded.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
definitely a success.
It's ugly.
It is fugly. It's an ugly success.
But
as I have been called before.
but that's what they make grinders for. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, no, I could. But you know what? I have this one little bead right here. I have to show everybody because I'm slightly proud of my meager achievement.
Yes.
Now,
For my welding experts out there in the world, yes, we are using flux core. I still have not bought a tank.
see right there, that like 1/18 of an inch where the bead actually looks right. I did that.
Yeah. So right now, like I said, we're using flux core.
Yep.
I have not bought a tank. We do have a welder that is capable of it.
Yep.
It is not. You want to bring them up front? It
Oh, I
is
thought
not
they were-
the greatest welder in the world. Please understand that.
But it functions.
It does. And
Now,
more importantly, the primary motivation for buying a proper welder was not fabrication.
no.
I do have fabricators available who are far better than both of us at welding. Okay, several of them are sponsors.
Yes.
Okay, so please make no mistake. I know welders, and I know we are not welders.
No.
But the two of us can fabricable something pretty half decent.
Yes. No, we can make it work.
Yeah.
And that is what we are the best at. It will not look good. It will look like hell, like my table.
Yeah.
It will look like hell, but it functions and it works, and
Yeah.
that's important.
We were actually standing on the table the other day.
Yes.
So it's fine. More importantly, we needed a welder that was capable of burning in billets
Yep.
for making our ply steel or Damascus. That was very important that I had something that was half decent.
Something that could do the job.
Yeah, exactly. And it does not require a lot of power or a lot of skill, really, to stack 7 plates together and run a half-decent bead over it. Especially considering that you grind Damascus so much in the process that any of that slag and garbage that gets caught in there, it's gone. Like, on this billet, it's gone...
While back.
Yeah. Right, actually, I ground it before the hot cut, so that's already gone before we welded it again. That was the primary purpose for buying it, but we have it. It works. I've successfully welded 3/16 steel.
Yep.
So why not? Officially, I mentioned it on Twitch. You met the challenge.
Yes.
And succeeded. Okay, so you're good. But this is going to be the path to further projects. And it was fun as hell to watch him weld. It really was.
I'm sure it was an absolute joy.
Yeah.
He kind of knows what he's doing. Let him have at it. But and as with anything, that's how you get good at stuff. Is you try and you continue to try, and you break things, and then you get mad and throw things, and then you have success.
Yes.
So yes, that was the welding projects. And to wrap the subjects up for tonight, because we are running a bit long, let's go to what's coming up. We've got a hiatus of unprecedented proportions for DTM coming up here in the next few weeks. And as we are on that hiatus, I'm not going to be really putting much out. We're gonna drop our normal social media stuff, but we're not going to have any live streams.
Yeah.
The shows don't release till September.
Yeah.
So it's going to be not dark, but quiet.
It's going to be very quiet. I won't be able to make a lot of noise here.
Got to be quiet.
Got to be quiet. So because of that, most of our production work is going to slow down.
Yep.
I may be able to sneak down for 15 or 20 minutes here and there, but it will not be the same.
We are not going to be working nearly at the same pace.
Yeah. So the goal is to get as many of the commissions as I have out in the next couple of weeks. Once that's done, unfortunately, I won't be able to take on too many projects until probably September and October.
That is why we did the show, so that you will have content coming up for that period of time. Also, there's going to be, and I'm going to tease in this.
Yeah.
We're going to tease in you a little bit. There's going to be some changes for season 4 or 7 or 8, 3, whatever the hell.
I'm not even sure what season we're on now.
Are we on a season? Or is this the off season?
We haven't done the seasons very well. This could be an off season, actually.
This might be mid season, maybe.
Mid season?
Quarter season? I don't know. First quarter, second quarter. Hike.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yes, there's going to be some new features, some new camera work, new editing stuff that is going to happen for the next new season. So be prepared for that, because when we come back, we're coming hard.
So part of the reason why we have to bring this up is we are still on our goal for 1,000 followers.
Yeah. We kind of stagnated in the past couple of weeks. No new likes.
Yes, but we also haven't been putting out content.
True.
So completely understandable. But folks, remember, we are giving away a knife.
Yeah.
And based on the size and the design that I've got kicking around in my mind, knife is not an accurate description of what we're giving away.
Short sword.
Small sword is more like what we're going to end up giving away. Okay? So the deal is at 1,000, whoever is the 1,000th like gets a goodie bag of whatever DTM stuff we can stuff
Basically,
in a bag.
DTM supply drop.
It's a DTM supply drop. That's shirts, that's stickers, maybe some coffee, maybe some mugs. who knows. We're going to give all kinds of garbage away. And then
The minion who
the
suggested
minion
them
who
come.
recommends that person gets the same thing and a giant knife.
And a giant knife.
And giant knife.
Functional.
Yeah.
Giant knife.
Yeah.
Many functions. Anyhow, so that is what's going on. Get us to 1,000. Minion gets a gift. 1,000th likes gets a 1,000th like gets a gift. I mean, come on. I mean, what more can we do for you?
Yes.
We can do one more thing today for them.
Yes.
Because they haven't had one in a few weeks, and I think they really need it. I think that our minions, our loyal viewers, deserve a word of the week. And the word of this week is swiftly becoming one of our favorite words.
It's going on a T-shirt.
It's definitely going on a T-shirt.
Yes.
And can you give them an example of what they might find on this T-shirt?
Ha 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 ha. Schwantz. I have no idea how this came into conversation this week. It was apparently the funniest thing we had ever heard.
We laughed like idiots for about 20 minutes the other day.
Yeah.
It's schwantz.
Schwantz.
Is the word.
Yeah.
Not ha ha ha. It's schwantz.
Schwantz.
The way it comes out is, I think, the best
The
part
delivery
of it.
is
Yep.
the most important part.
Schwantz.
Schwantz.
It's kind of a quiet, rapid delivery. Schwantz.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so that is spelled SCHWANTZ.
Schwantz.
Schwantz. And use it in a sentence, please. Schwantz. Anyhow, thank you guys very much for watching. We appreciate all of our viewers, all of our fans, and everybody out there who shares the hell out of this stuff every single week, every time we post. Please continue to do so, and hopefully we'll eventually appeal to your family or friends, or at least they'll just be annoyed enough to watch.
Yes. One last time, I don't like to be too drawn out about this,
Oh,
but
you're going to draw it out, though.
I'm going to draw it out Saturday.
Oh,
all
yeah.
day, Luzerne County Fairgrounds. Stop by and say hi.
I'll text you.
Yeah, you don't.
I have work to do.
You've got work to do. You guys, if you don't have work, stop by and say hi.
Or, I mean, hell, if they do, they can stop by after work for crying out loud.
Yeah.
It's going to be all day. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. We're going to go into our typical spiel here. You ready?
Yep.
Are you ready to do the thing? Okay.
All right. First up, JW Welding, LLC. Our
Fabricator, yeah.
sponsor, official sponsor. He sports some of our DTM workwear all the time on his welding jobs. We provided his work uniforms. He has provided us with many fabric-hobbled stuff.
As well as some ideas and techniques.
And the large fillet carving serving knife here is actually his design.
Oh, no kidding.
I just have to finish it, because that's what I do.
Yours isn't finished, though, is it?
Oh, mine's done.
Oh, okay.
Mine was about sold. Anyway,
Nice.
Next up, we have B Original Designs, aka Mommy's Metal Merch. You can find her on Facebook at B Original Designs, and you can find her in the stand next to me this weekend.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday. Come out and say hi.
Yes.
You can see some of this nonsense she's got on the screen in person.
Oh, yeah, all that business. She has
Yeah.
that and more.
Yep.
So much more.
Next, we have the Warners, Ed and Chris. Apparently, we have it written in English for the first time in some time. Our dynamic duo of fabrication assistants. They are monetary sponsors, as well as huge supporters. Guys, we talked about this. There was something on the table for you today.
Always. Thank you.
Okay? Once I get around to getting it properly... I can't say what I was going to say. Anyway, once we get it done, it'll get in your hands.
Is what you were trying to say.
Finagled. Next.
And as always, Doman, our loyal minion viewer, who has helped us optimize Twitch for your viewing pleasure.
Yes. If you watch us on Twitch, he has enabled several unique features that will allow you to keep up with what we are doing, such as an up timer, several key phrases that can pop out, as well as a new song request feature that I still don't know how to work.
I don't understand any of it. I'm hoping that in my time when I'm not in the shop here, he can kind of explain some of this to me and
Yes.
get me learned up on it. Anyhow, and hopefully maybe bring some new features to our other social media business as well.
Yep.
So that's pretty. That's it.
So we can,
Are we coming? Are we gonna do?
could come to us
Okay.
so we can.
There. Hi.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Coop.
I'm Chaco. Not been, still is.
Yeah.
Never was, always will be. Something like that.
Words. Bye.
Good. Go. We're going. Are we going now? Now? Go. He wants me to go now.
Stop it.
Red hot, dirty, naked speeds of